All right, Monica Olson. Oh, Monica Olson. Hi, who do I have in jail room 3 or 5?
Adam Christopher Steers.
Okay, hold on 1 second. All right. This is in the matter of Adam Christopher Steels, file number 2025-22236FH. I have Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Mr. Steers, and I have Christy Berta appearing on behalf of the AG's office. This is the date and time set for a pretrial conference in this matter. Good morning, Ms. Berta. So Ms. Underwood, how would you like to proceed today?
Your Honor, I've spoken to both my client and Ms. Berta. If I could just have a very brief conversation with my client.
All right, so, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna open up some breakout rooms. All right, Ms. Underwood, I am opening that room, and Mr. Steers, go ahead and join it.
Right.
Hi, this is Judge Anzalone again. I have another attorney, so I am ready on Rodriguez Lofton and Joseph Brown. And Summerfield's on the list, but I won't see him till about 10:30.
All righty.
Great, thank you. Bye. All right, Ms. Olson, I brought you in just to change your screen name to reflect your attorney. He's next door in front of the other judge. So I'm gonna pop you in the waiting room, and when he gets here, I'll bring you in, okay? All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Murphy, I do have Mr. Wright, so I brought him in. Mr. Wright, if you could start your audio and your video, please. Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Murphy.
Yeah, I have Erica Wright. I don't think I have an Andrew Wright.
I don't know, maybe let me see.
My lawyer is McManus.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a couple rights today. So your attorney is Mr. McManus. All right. He will be here shortly. It's not quite 8:30. I'm going to change your screen name because I had a different. Okay. All right. So I'll pop you back in the waiting room, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Murphy. Are you listening to something? No. I swear I hear like audio somewhere.
I mean, I just the
I'm
recording.
losing my mind. It's okay. You got chatter from the, no. All right, it's just me. It's okay. All right, Mr. Murphy, it's not quite 8:30 yet, so.
Great. Thank you, Your Honor.
No.
Hey, Matt, do you have that amended show cause on Erica Wright?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that right over to you.
Okay, thanks.
All right, Mr. Casper has his client with him, so, Mr. Hartung, can I ask which case you're here on today?
Joseph Brown with Mr. Malaro, Your Honor.
All right, I'm just gonna make a note of that. All right, Mr. Hartung, I'm sorry, Mr. Sneed, are you on Garcia? Nathaniel? Yeah, I think he is.
Yes, I am, sorry.
All right, this is, hold on, I gotta, it's Ricardo. Can you get the right Garcia? This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Nathaniel Manuel Garcia, file number 25-22220FH. Of Bert Casper appearing on behalf of Mr. Garcia. And I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. This is the date and time set for, oh, there was a waiver of arraignment. So this is the date and time set for first pretrial in this matter. Mr. Castleberry, how would you like to proceed today?
Your Honor, I spoke to Assistant Prosecutor Phoebe Longnecker about adjourning the case. We're very close to a resolution. I just need a short adjournment.
She's recently married, so she's now a McClure. So.
I knew that.
All right, so how far would you like a pretrial?
Just a couple weeks.
My next available is July 9. Is that all right?
That's fine.
If there's a resolution, Mr. Castleberry, I do like to take pleas on a day that's not a Wednesday. So if you call Miss Adams, we will schedule you in much sooner.
Thank you, Your
You're welcome. All right, I'll set this for July 9 at 8:30 in the morning for a pretrial. And Mr. Castleberry, can you prepare a stipend order to adjourn? And Mr. Sneed, can he sign your name with permission?
Yes, thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Castleberry, and thank you, Mr. Sneed. Thank you. All right, so I have somebody who just came into jail Zoom 4. Are you Mr. Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me grab your file. And your attorney is Mr. Malaro. So this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Joseph Brian Brown. File number 24-22087FH. I have Douglas Hartung appearing on behalf of the people, and I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Brown, who's joining us from the jail. Mr. Malaro, how would you like to proceed today on behalf of Mr. Brown for pretrial?
Your Honor, I believe we have a plea, but I'd like to have a quick breakout with Mr. Brown just to make sure we're all on the same page.
Okay, so I'm going to maybe open a breakout room. Where can I go? Hold on. All right, so Mr. Brown, you're in jail Zoom 4. And Mr. Malaro, I'm going to assign you both to that room. So go ahead and join that breakout room. Into the jail, if you can hear me, also take and oh, they just go. Okay. I got Mr. McManus, Alexander Bayonetto. Great. All right. Good morning, Mr. McManus.
Good morning, Your Honor.
So, you're here, wait a second. That's wrong, right? You're here with Andrew Wright. So, Mr. Wright, I do have the right attorney for you now. I tried to give him a different one, so I apologize. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Andrew Gordon Wright, file number 25-22169FH. I have Martin McManus appearing on behalf of Mr. Wright, and I have a prosecutor, Isaac Sneed, appearing on behalf of the people. This is the date and time set for a first pretrial conference in this matter. So, Mr. McManus, how would you like to proceed?
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe the main prosecutor handling this case is David McCready. Anyway, we have spoke. I have all the discovery. I believe we just need one last pretrial to try to get matters resolved. So if we can just from the court have one further pretrial, maybe a month down the road.
My next available is July 9, so I'll set it for July 9 at 8:30 in the morning. Mr.
Perfect.
McManus, I'll need you to do a stipend order to adjourn, and Mr. Sneed, can you sign your name with permission?
Yes, please. Thank you.
All right, Mr. McManus, I much prefer doing pleas on a day that's not a Wednesday because we're so busy. So if you
Okay.
reach a resolution and you contact my staff, we'll schedule you in on any other day of the week and get that taken care of sooner for you, all right?
Yes, and thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wright.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You as well.
Thank you.
All right, so I've got Mr. Brown back and it is file. So we're back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Joseph Brian Brown. Mr. Malaro, you stated that a plea agreement had been offered, and is your client going to avail himself of it?
Yes, he is going to avail himself of the plea offer.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What is it?
Your Honor, Mr. Brown is going to plead guilty to counts 1 and 2. Any supplement or habitual offender status would be dismissed. Those charges would run concurrent. There is no sentence agreement. And I believe Mr. Brown would be a tier 2 sex offender and would have to register under SORA.
All right. All right. Is that a correct recitation of the plea? Mr. Hurton?
The only thing I would add is that count 3 would be dismissed at sentencing.
Correct. That's correct.
Okay, so Mr. Brown, you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you state your full name for the record?
Joseph Brian Brown.
Now, Mr. Brown, you've heard the statement of your attorney. Is it your intention to plead guilty on this file to count 1, child sexually abusive activity aggravated, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 25 years in prison and or a $125,000 fine, and it also requires tier. Do you have any prior? Felony? He has no prior sex offender offenses, I don't believe. So it would be a tier 2, as Mr. Malaro stated. So it will require that you be on the registry for a minimum of 25 years. Do you understand that? You'll have to register twice a year.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, okay. And so it's your intention to plead guilty to count 1 and then also count 3, computers using count 2, I'm sorry, child sexually abusive activity, child sexually abusive material aggravated possession, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 10 years in prison and or a $50,000 fine. And that also requires tier 2, tier 1 under the, let me see. So SORA notice, it's a tier 1 offense. So tier 1 requires 15-year registration. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it your intention to plead guilty to that count as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are you satisfied with your attorney and the advice that he has given you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Neither the prosecutor, the defendant, nor anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed a possible sentence with the court other than what was placed on the record. Is that correct, Mr. Hartung?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Malaro?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Brown, is that correct as far as you're aware?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. If a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. Hold on one second. I just realized why I had my speakers on. If a guilty, let me see. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial. And if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have a right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at your trial and to ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial, not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that, Mr. Brown?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The law has recently changed, so do you understand that if a plea is accepted and you engage in any misconduct as defined in MCR 6.310 between now and sentencing, the court will not be bound by any sentencing agreement or evaluation, and you will not have the right to withdraw your plea. Misconduct is defined to include, but is not limited to, absconding or failing to appear for sentencing, violating terms of conditions of bond and the terms of any sentencing or plea agreement, or otherwise failing to comply with an order of the court pending sentence. If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. You, and we've already explained it to you, but you do understand that by entering a plea to these two offenses, you will be required to register under the Michigan Sex Offender Registration Act. Do you understand that, Mr. Brown?
Yep. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any questions about the rights that I've given to you?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Brown, how do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about, and this will be count one, October 14 of 2024 in Fairfield Township in the county of Lenawee, that you did commit the offense listed in count one, child sexually abusive activity aggravated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And on count two, how do you plead to the charge that on October 14 of 2024 in Fairfield Township in the county of Lenawee that you did commit the offense of child sexually abusive material aggravated possession? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead guilty to these charges?
No. Your
Do you
Honor.
understand if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea? Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is a prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Mr. Hartung
No, Your Honor.
and Mr. Malaro?
No, Your Honor.
I'm so sorry. All right, Mr. Brown, has your attorney promised you any particular sentence or estimated what your sentence will be?
No, Your Honor.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Brown, on October 14 of 2024, were you in Fairfield Township in the county of Lenawee?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Malaro, do you want to voir dire on these? Because I don't really have too much information on this,
I will.
other than the
I will,
statute.
Your Honor. I'll do it. So, Mr. Brown, is it true that on or about that date the judge just mentioned, October 14th of 2024 in Fairfield Township, County of Lenawee, State of Michigan, that you did reproduce and view child sexually abusive material involving a prepubescent child?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you had that on your computer?
Yes, sir.
and you actively viewed that child sexually abusive material on the computer of a prepubescent child?
Yes, sir.
And you knew that it was of a prepubescent child and it was sexually abusive material. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm not a judge, so you just have to say
Sure.
yes, Mr. Malero, or
Yes, Mr. Miller.
some other choice word. And you knew by doing so that was against the law, correct?
Yes, sir.
Is the court and the state satisfied as to count one?
Mr. Hartung,
No, we have some elements we need to hit, Mr. Malaro on this.
would you like to inquire further, Mr. Hartung?
Is that okay, Mr. Malaro?
Sure.
Thank you. Mr. Brown, the images that we're discussing as it relates to count one involved young children or toddlers roughly in the ages from 1 to 3. Is that correct?
I think so, sir.
You feel that's an accurate assessment of those images that you saw of those children?
If I remember correctly.
Okay. And the acts that were involved in this were actually intercourse acts by an adult upon those young children. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you, at one point in time, either downloaded or reproduced those or copied those and sent those out to another individual on a Telegraph app chat, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I am satisfied on count one now, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Malaro, for count two, do you
Sure.
wish to what you're on that?
Yeah, I'll take a crack at it, Judge. So, Mr. Brown, is to count two, is it also true on October 14th, 2024, while you were in Fairfield Township, County, Illinois, State of Michigan, that you were in possession of child sexually abusive material involving a prepubescent child?
Yes, sir.
And you knew you were in possession of that child
Yes, sir.
sexually abusive material? Yes?
Yes, sir.
And it's the material that Mr. Hartung just was descriptive about as to count one?
Yes, sir.
Is the court and state satisfied as to count two?
Mr. Hartung?
I am satisfied. Thank you.
All right. Has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Mr. Hartung?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Malaro?
I believe the court has.
All right. I accept the pleas. They've been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of either of them. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. And I am going to set sentencing for July 11 at 8:15 in the morning. And Mr. Brown, do you wish to appear in person or via Zoom?
Via Zoom.
All right. Mr. Brown, someone from the Michigan Department of Corrections is going to come over and meet with you to discuss the case. Be truthful with them about your background, the events that occurred. They'll prepare a report. We will provide that to Mr. Malaro in advance. He will review that with you in advance of the sentencing date. And we will see you back on July 9th at 8:30 or July 11 at 8:15 in the morning. Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, Your
There's
Honor.
no agreement to sentencing except dismissing count three.
No, and it
That's correct.
sucks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hartung.
Thank you.
All right, so Ms. Underwood, I do have your client back, so let me get his file back. All right, we're back on the record in the matter. No, that's Mr. Garcia. Right. All right, hold on. I gotta find Mr. Steer's file. I probably put it back, which would have been. Nope. There it is. So we're back on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Adam Steers. Ms. Underwood, have you had ample time to speak with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
And how would you like to proceed today with Mr. Steers?
I thought we were going to resolve this today, but an issue has come up, so I need the shortest possible adjournment.
My next available pretrial because of adjournments is July 9
Oh,
at 8. Well, hold on, at 8:30 in the morning. Ms. Underwood, if you are able to resolve this, I'll take him in any day of the week to do a plea. So if there is a resolution, just let Ms. Adams know and we'll schedule you in, all right?
okay. Thank
But
you,
my
Your
next
Honor.
available day, because of all the adjournments, is
And
July 9
I
at
will do
8:30.
the stip and adjournment. Ms. Berta, I hope if we resolve this quickly, that we can get in much
Oh,
sooner.
We can take care of that, Ms. Underwood.
All right, and
And you
Ms.
have
Berta,
permission
can
to
you
sign
sign? Hold on, everybody, hold on. Ms. Berta, can you sign your name on the stip in order to adjourn?
Yes, you may.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
Ms. Underwood and Mr. Steers, I'm sure I'll see you back sooner than July 9. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
Thank you, Your Honor.
thank you, Mr. Lofton. So let me grab your file. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Rodriguez Lofton. We have 3 files, 21-20524 FH, 23-21207 FH, and 24-21769 FH. So Ms.
Your Honor,
Underwood
Before we
or
continue,
Mr. Malaro.
I would like to speak with him before we continue, my attorney.
Well, you will, but I gotta call your case. So hold on, Mr. Lofton. So I have, it's Mr. Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Lofton and Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. So Mr. Malaro, evidently your client does wish to speak with you. So he's in jail Zoom 6. Let me get some breakout rooms opened. All right, gentlemen, 6 and Mr. Malaro. All right, go ahead and join that breakout room. All right, Miss Underwood, I have Chelsea Leininger is in my waiting room, Miss Underwood.
We are ready to go on that, Your Honor.
Good, 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 good. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Chelsea Michael Leininger, file number 25-22214FH. And Rhonda Underwood appearing on behalf of Ms. Leininger. And I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. Says date time set for a pretrial conference. It's actually the first pretrial in this case. So Ms. Underwood, how would you like to proceed?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Leininger is working with Bob Went in the Electronic Crimes Division, Your Honor, on a diversion. And so we need, she's just got the diversion fees paid, and she's now working on the restitution, Your Honor. So we need a date, probably the middle of July or around there.
July 23rd at 8:30 in the morning.
And I will be happy to do the stip in order.
All right, so Ms. Leininger,
permission.
keep up the good work and we'll see you back July 23rd at 8:30 in the morning, all right?
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You're all set. All right, so Rhonda, let me see.
I think that's all I have but pickups, Your Honor.
Yep, there's some pickups, but I haven't started them yet, so I'll let you know if we need you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Murphy, Michael. Jail. Mr. Dagger Margosian, I have Monica Olson, if you're ready.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. That's Mr. Bandano. Thank you. She's joining. She's just kind of stuck. There we go. Miss Olson, I do have Michael Dagger Margosian. I'm going to send you a request to unmute your device for me. Good job.
Got it.
All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Monica Louise Olson, file number 24-21999 FH. I have Michael Dagger Margosian appearing on behalf of Miss Olson, and I have Alexander Bayonetto appearing on behalf of the people. So I do show that on November 20th, we adjourned this 6 months for review of certain requirements, but Mr. Dagger Margosian, where do we stand at this time?
Your Honor, I'm happy to say Ms. Olson has done what she's supposed to do. So here's the proposed way that we'll handle this case. She has a case downstairs in district court this afternoon. There will be a plea that takes place on that case. Once the plea goes into place, this case will be dismissed. So I guess maybe just push this out a little bit to give that time to happen.
So what I'll do is I'll set a pre-trial for July 16 at 8:30 in the morning. Obviously, Ms. Olson, if that's all addressed downstairs, you'll receive a dismissal and you won't need to appear. Just stay in contact with Mr. Dagger Margosian. Mr. Dagger Margosian, can you do the step in order to adjourn to July 16 at 8:30?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Olson. Thank you, Mr. Bandetto and Mr. Dagger Margosian.
Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And Mr. Dagger Margosian, I do believe that's all I had with you today.
That's it. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Thank you. Okay. Miss Adams, I do have Chad Marvin with Mr. Fry. If you want to see if you can reach out to Mr. Fry, he might be down the hall.
Your Honor, do we have Miss Wright zooming in? She's not in my office.
No.
We could probably call a case. I don't have an ability to reach her.
Okay, hold on one second. So in the matter of, okay, so in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Erica Lynn Wright, WRIGHT, file number 25-22217FH. I have Matthew Murphy appearing on behalf of Miss Wright, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people, but alas, Miss Wright has not appeared. So I do have that she was ordered to do swabs every Monday with Darren Coast. She reported April 14th, tested positive for marijuana and cocaine. The swab was lab verified, and then she hasn't showed up again. So I am going to issue a bench warrant for her arrest. She is currently charged with prisoner possessing in a controlled substance. So I'm going to set bond in the amount of $30,000 cash. And if you hear from her, let us know and we'll get her in and quash that warrant. All right.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Host.
Everyone have a good day. Thank you.
You too. Okay. So that one, we're just moving along. Sam Lauro. You notice there's 2 Garcias this morning? Okay. Thank you, Judge. Hello. Hi, this is Judge Ian Sloan. How are you? Pretty good. I am ready for my pickups. So I had Shannon. Oh, I don't know if they're on your floor. I might need to call somewhere else, but Shannon Heatherly, Macy Wilt, but I know you have Antonio Simmons. Yep. So do you want me to call downstairs for the pickups?
I'll let him know.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
And you want Antonio Simmons now?
Yes, I can
All
take
right.
him. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, bye.
I'm gonna walk these files back to Becky.
You can run for it.
Really?
Have extradition paperwork. Go ahead and proceed. These are on the papers that you're going to have to sign. You got a pen on you or no?
No.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be 4 copies and she's gonna tell you where to sign. She can just back in, okay?
Full house. All right, I have someone in jail room 4. Sir? Yes, jail Zoom 4. What is your name, please?
Antonio Simmons.
Good morning, Mr. Simmons. Let me grab your file. All right, somewhere. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Antonio Simmons. File number 25-22263AX. So, Mr. Simmons, we are here today on an extradition hearing. Let me see what we got here. County, check this. All right, so Mr. Simmons, an extradition hearing is a proceeding to determine whether you wish to waive your right of extradition. It's a proceeding to return you to another state in which a warrant has been issued for your arrest for the commission of a felony. It is in effect a demand by another state for your surrender and to return to that state to face the crime with which you are charged. So it looks like you are charged by warrant from the state of Minnesota, Wright County Sheriff's Department. Let's see here. Let me get for it. Charge looks like count 1 is an aggravated robbery first degree, which is a 20-year felony in Minnesota. Count 2 is a dangerous weapon charge, which is maximum penalty of 7 years. That's a felony. Count 3 is domestic or threats of violent, reckless disregard, which is a 5-year felony. Count 4, which is a theft offense, take, use, transfer, movable property without consent, which is a 5-year felony. And count 5, domestic assault, that's a misdemeanor, which carries a 90-day maximum. So those are felonies in the state of Michigan or Minnesota, which you are alleged to have committed. We cannot in this court or in the state of Michigan determine the truth or falsity of the charges made against you in Minnesota. You do not have to waive your right to extradition. You can require that the governor of the state of Minnesota make demand upon the governor of Michigan for a warrant for extradition. You have the right to demand and procure legal counsel. If you cannot afford an attorney, we can appoint you one at public expense. If you or your attorney wish to test the legality of your arrest, you may apply within a reasonable time for a writ of habeas corpus. That is a writ by which your custodian is required to bring you before the court for the purpose of having a hearing to determine the legality of your arrest. Do you understand the rights that I've just told you?
Yes.
All right. Do you want an attorney appointed to represent you on the extradition?
No. Once that if I waive my right for extradition, how long does it take for them to come get me?
They usually come fairly quickly, so usually within a week, but usually it's sooner than that, I think.
Okay. And if
they haven't come and brought you back to Minnesota in a certain period of time, I bring you back in front of me, okay?
Oh, okay.
Do you want to
So-
waive your right to?
So it's
Okay, hold
no,
on.
so it's no, so basically, it's no 10 days or nothing like that. It's, if they don't come, you come back to court, and then if they get another chance to come get you.
Yeah, it's usually within 2 weeks. If they haven't come to get you, we'll bring you back and we'll contact them.
Okay. Well, I'll
so-
waive my rights. It's okay.
Okay, so you want to waive your right to extradition, to writ of habeas corpus, and to an attorney, and go voluntarily to the state of Minnesota to face the charges made against you in that state?
Yeah, that's cool.
Did they give you paperwork to sign? Okay, there should be 3 copies. So in the middle, today's May 21, I need you to sign each one of those in the middle.
It's 5 copies.
Okay, sign all those.
And this is saying that I'm okay with them going, waive my right to go, right?
Yeah, basically all you're saying is that you're waiving your right to a hearing and you're agreeing to go to Minnesota. You're not pleading guilty or anything to the charges there.
Right. All right. All signed.
All signed? All right, sir, you want to raise your right hand? Do you swear that the signing of those papers is your free act and deed for the purpose of waiving extradition?
Yes.
All right, so I wish you the best of luck, sir, and safe travels. And if they haven't been to see you in a couple weeks or 2 weeks, I'll bring you back, all right?
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, and I have somebody on the first floor. Can I ask your name?
Colleen Barrage.
All right. Did you have her?
No.
So Miss Barrage, she's not supposed to be in front of me. So Miss Barrage, I'm not supposed to see you today. Somebody else is. Let me look. It looks like Laura Shadler is supposed to see you. I didn't call for you, but hi. But
Hi.
yeah, I called for Shannon Heatherly and Macy Wilt. So will you tell them that
Okay.
you're supposed to be in front of Judge Shadler?
Yes. I'm supposed to be in front of Judge Shadler.
Yep, she's next in line after James Moore there.
Okay.
She's got one more to see.
Do you notice, Joanne, when I defined habeas corpus?
What?
That on an extradition, a writ of habeas corpus is where they're required to bring you to the court for the purpose of having a hearing to determine the legality of your arrest.
Yes.
Seems to be a hot topic right now, that habeas
Yes.
corpus stuff,
Yes,
isn't it?
you're right.
All right, okay.
Bravo.
So. So, yeah, I don't even know where my mouse went. Oh, there it is. All right, so Mr. Lofton, you are back with Mr. Malaro. Mr. Malaro, how do you want to proceed today with Mr. Lofton?
Your Honor, I think the court recalls Mr. Lofton's been deemed incompetent. We're waiting for him to go to the hospital. I would urge this court to see what it can do to get him there. I think there is some deterioration in Mr. Lofton's condition. And so rather than see him deteriorate further, I would ask the court to see what it can do to get him. Our efforts to kind of prod the forensic center, we just keep getting a notice that says, yeah, we're working on it. We're very busy. And I don't think that's sufficient given what's going on with Mr. Lofton.
Almost been a year.
Right. So, Mr. Sneed, Judge Olsaver signed the order back on December 5 of 24. What would be your suggestion? Do we show cause of forensic center? It's been 6 months almost. Do people have any suggestion? Because at this point, it's detrimental to our client.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I don't have any thoughts or ideas about how to prod the forensic center.
Okay, so, Mr. Malaro, I'll have a meeting today about this and, perhaps I have to show cause. I don't know. I can't hear you, Mr. Malaro. I apologize. I'm gonna
Judge-
set this
All right.
for another pretrial, on June 11, Mr. Lofton, and the court will be reaching out to the forensic center. And hopefully we'll have a solution long before that.
I
But if,
appreciate it, Your Honor, because I've been patient. You know, I gave up drinking. I'm still sober. What you've done for me has helped me a lot, but now I'm just in a situation wondering, what do I do next?
yes,
Where do I
sir.
go from-
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Lofton. We're all set.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Malaro, I have, all right, I do not have Ricardo Garcia. Do you have Ricardo Garcia?
No, I mean, he's not in my office. I could check out in our lobby.
And I have Charity Smith. I think she's yours too, right?
Correct.
All right, let me bring her in. I have somebody on the first floor. I can't really see you. So what's your name?
Shannon Heatherly.
All right, thank you, Miss Heatherly. All right, in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Shannon Marie Heatherly, we have 3 files, 23-21250 FH, 23-21248 FH, and 23-21249 FH. I don't know why Miss Smith is not coming in to the room. There she is. Hold on one second, Miss Heatherly. All right, Miss Smith is connecting. Right, we're waiting for Miss Smith to connect, Mr. Malaro. So Miss Heatherly, on each of your files, we are here today on a couple things. One is a contempt of court for failure to appear for a probation violation hearing on November 27 of 2024. And the second is there was a request and summons for probation violation, which alleged you were ordered to report as often as required. And you were ordered at your box sentencing on October 25 of 24 to report in person on October 29 of 24. You failed to report on that date and any time since. So Ms. Heatherly, on file number 23-21250 FH, if you plead guilty or found guilty of this violation of probation, you can be facing up to 14 years in prison. This. On file number 23-21248 FH. Right? I don't know why Lewis Adams stuff is in this file. On that file, you're currently on probation for home invasion 3rd degree. So if you plead guilty or found guilty, you could be facing up to 5 years in prison. Next one. And on file number 23-21249, if you were to plead guilty on that file, you would be, again, something for Lewis Adams in this file. That is, on that file, you would be facing a max penalty of 1 year in jail on an aggravated assault. So Ms. Heatherly, you do have a right to have an attorney represent you on this and all subsequent hearings. Would you like an attorney appointed to represent you?
Yes, please.
All right, so Ms. Heatherly, we will get an attorney today to meet with you. It's not gonna be right now. So I'll enter a plea of not guilty and then, we'll see you later today on these, all right?
Great, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Smith, if you would like to start your video and audio, please. All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Charity Smith, file number 24-22056FH. I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Ms. Smith, and I have Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. Mr. Malaro, how would you like to proceed today?
Can you hear me? There we go.
Yeah, I gotta put the jail in the waiting room. From the jail, I'm also ready to see a Mr. or Macy Wilt and Jacob Torres on the first floor, I believe.
Copy that, ma'am. I'll get them for you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Malaro, go ahead.
All right. How about, there we go. So Judge, I'd really like to get this resolved, but I have trouble figuring out who the prosecutor is. Mr. Sneed could enlighten me. Perhaps we could get one more adjournment and then I could get this, we get worked out.
It's Mr. Bayonetto.
Bayonetto. Great. So based on that, Judge, I'd ask for a brief adjournment. See if we can resolve this.
All right, June 18 at 8:30 in the morning. So June 18 at 8:30 in the morning, if you can do that step in order to adjourn. Mr. Malaro, obviously, if there's a resolution sooner than that, we can handle her matter before that date, any other day of the week. All right?
Yep. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, if you want to look, Ms. Smith, you're all set. So Mr. Malaro, as I said, I don't have Mr. Garcia. So perhaps if you want to try calling him, if not, I'll have to issue a bench warrant.
See what I can do.
Thank you. All right, it is 9:21. Miss Adams, were you able to reach Mr. Fry?
I sent him a message, Judge. I have not heard back.
Okay. This is your Macy Wilt, right? All right, I'm gonna need you to speak up real loud, okay? This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Macy Alexandra Wilt, file number 25-22131FH. Ms. Wilt, we're here on a couple things. One is a failure to appear for a pretrial on March 19 of 2025. That carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail. Oh, that's it, because it's a new charge, right? So we also have contempt of court from March 13 of 2025 for failure to drug screen on February 13, March 9, and March 11 of 2025. That was a show cause we mailed out to you. So Ms. Wilt, obviously, this could result in your bond being revoked on the underlying charge as well as a 93-day jail term. Ms. Wilt, who is your attorney on this file? It looks like it's Sam Malaro, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Malaro, were you able to hear me arraign her?
I did. Judge, could I briefly speak with her and then figure out what we're going to do?
And this is failure to drug test and failure to appear for pretrial. So, okay, so I'm going to open up a breakout room, Ms. Wilt. We were fortunate Mr. Malaro was with us. So. All right, I am opening that breakout room. Go ahead and join it.
Judge, did you hit the wrong button?
Yeah, maybe. Hold on. I'm gonna put you in the room with her. I put her in a room. I just didn't put you in the room. Now
I'm
you
sure
can go.
Mrs. Spade distracted you.
She always distracts me. She's so awesome.
Judge, are we holding off on, Mr. Marvin also?
Let me see here. We're trying to reach his attorney.
Okay.
So we haven't seen Mr. Marvin yet. So I know I need Summerfield at 10:30. I did see Mr. Simmons. So it looks like Chad Marvin and Summerfield are the last two. And then I have a couple on the first floor I need to see. So.
All right, sounds good.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well.
Did Andrew Wright get adjourned?
Let me look. Looks like Andrew Wright was adjourned to July 9 at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right, Mr. Malaro, let me close that breakout room. All right, so we are back on the record with Ms. Wilt, Mr. Malaro. How would you like to proceed?
Ms. Will would stand mute as to the bond violation allegations. We'd ask to adjourn this maybe a week, 2 weeks. I'd like to also have her screened for recovery court.
Right. All right, I will enter a plea of not guilty on her behalf. And I'll set it out to June 11 for a pretrial at 8:30. And her bond is set at 50,000 and I'll leave it at that. So, all right, thank you, Mr. Malone. Make sure you submit the paperwork for recovery court.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
And you're all set, Ms. Wilt. So it looks like Mr. Malaro, the last one we have with you is Mr. Garcia, right?
Yes, I'm trying to see if I can reach out to him, Your Honor.
He's at the jail.
Who?
He's at the jail.
Is he on the jail list?
Yes, that's correct. He's just not on the jail list for some reason.
Okay, I'll call the jail.
Look at that, I found him for you.
You found him. Good job.
Yeah. Your second, all right?
Hey, this is Judge Ansel. One of the guys I had today wasn't on my jail list. I didn't realize I needed him. But Ricardo Garcia, you have him?
I believe so.
Ricardo Anthony Garcia.
Hold on, I gotta log in. If he's here, do you need him now?
I do.
Okay, I believe he is here.
Did he just get picked up or something?
Judge,
Hello? Okay.
can you hear me, Judge?
Yes, I can.
There we go.
Yeah,
So-
I can hear you, Mr. Millara. I'm talking to the jail. Hold on.
The second,
Your
date of birth of 8/24/97.
He has a parole holder is what he has.
Yeah, that's probably him. Yep.
Yeah, he's been here since April 13th, so you
Okay.
need him?
Yeah, I need him.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right.
Bye.
Bye.
All
So he had,
right.
Judge, he had a parole holder and he was screened for recovery court. I don't know what happened with that.
Me neither, but if you want to reach out to Teresa real quick, she would know. Let's see. She's 4697 if you want to, while I take care of this next one. So, Miss Sinklets. Sir, you are Jacob Torres.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hold on one second.
Yes, just hello, does he have one?
Yep, we're ready on Mr. Torres.
All right, I'll sign right in, thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
Bye.
All right, so this is in the matter of Jacob Anthony Torres versus Kelly Marie Torres, file number 2001-24549 DM. So Mr. Torres, we are here on failure to pay child support. This is an arrearages only case, and you have an arrearage of $6,724.06. And we sent out a notice, a notice to appear back on September 2nd of 2021. We did receive a payment on May 1 of 2025. So, Mr. Torres, are you currently employed?
Yes, ma'am, and they're currently taking out $100 a week out of my paycheck. They've been doing it for a year now.
Okay, Ms. Senkowitz?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Torres says that they're taking out $100 per paycheck and they've been doing that for a year now.
One moment.
And you show a payment of $180.92 on May 1.
I show that the last payment or the first payment that I started receiving on this case is about when he applied for his referee hearing in January.
Right. And you've been receiving monthly payments?
It looks like it.
Okay,
and this is Kelly's, and she was not here this morning, and I apologize. It looks like the warrant probably should have been pulled, but I haven't spoken
So
with her.
thank you, Ms. Sinkowitz. All right, so Mr. Torres, I'm going to dismiss this. I appreciate you've been making payments. There was a gap period, and that's why this happened. So I'm going to dismiss the show cause, and you'll get released from the jail. All right?
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Ms. Sinkowitz. All right, Mr. Milaro, and you're all set, Mr. Torres. So, all right.
Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
You too.
Once again, ma'am, thank you very much. I have a court hearing on the 28th of this month in front of the referee to come in and discuss these arrearages and hopefully come to a conclusion of what happened throughout these years.
Sir,
and if not,
sir,
come to
I can't
a bigger
talk
payment
about
plan.
this. I can't talk about any of this because the other parties aren't here. So good luck. All right. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
So, Judge, I found an email that Mr. Garcia was accepted in the recovery court.
Oh, awesome.
So I don't know if Mr. Sneed and I can briefly figure out what the plea is going to be.
All right, Mr. Sneed and Mr. Malaro, I'll give you a breakout room while I'm waiting.
Thank you.
Mr. Sneed and Mr. Malaro, there you go.
You're way too kind to me, Judge.
Well, he's gonna give you tips on how to tie your tie. No?
My wife's not on there, but the person doing it's not Garcia. They think Garcia on the first page.
Oh,
Second page is Garcia. She didn't check the names.
okay. No.
She's only been there about 15 years.
All right. Today's my anniversary, Miss Spade.
Wedding anniversary? Wedding anniversary?
Oh, God, no, much more important than my appointment
Oh, your
anniversary.
appointment, yeah, that's right. How many years?
11.
Oh, that's made 11 years. Does it feel like it's been 11 years?
No.
Doesn't seem like that long ago.
Huh?
Doesn't seem like that's long ago.
It doesn't.
I think it's been gone 12 years.
Yeah.
Well, 11, yeah, he left like January or maybe, yeah, January, I think. So, you know, I still think that's the best portrait in the whole building.
Do you? I disagree, but.
Who did you like? Well, you like
It
glaciers.
doesn't matter.
I like
It
glaciers.
looks awful with him, but that's not him.
He looks awful.
No, the judge. I don't like that portrait of him, but.
Well, whose do you like? Tell me you don't like.
No. That one is my favorite, just even though it doesn't look like it.
Sure.
No.
Which one's your favorite? Well, yeah,
But I don't like it. I really
it's
don't.
too abstract,
Yes.
you know, and I like that one because it looks like him.
Mhm.
Like, you know,
Yeah, it does.
but I don't
No.
like that was it's cartoon like. And then they just did photos.
Yeah.
Which is,
Yeah. Right. And so did she.
yeah. As soon as I lose like 40 pounds, I'm gonna get my portrait done and then just save it. Hi, sir, what's your name?
Ricardo Garcia.
Okay, your attorney is in a breakout room with the prosecutor's office regarding your case. So as soon as we get them back, we will take your case, all right?
All right.
Your Honor, did the court handle Ricardo Garcia already?
No, he's right here.
Oh, okay.
Is
Perfect.
that your case? I'm gonna pop you in the breakout room with Sam.
It is, Your Honor,
And-
yes.
Well, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with Sam and Isaac. So that you can join the conversation.
Perfect. Thank you.
Not surprised.
No.
It might be in Florida. Her son was in Florida. She doesn't either, probably.
What's that?
She probably doesn't know either.
Right, right, exactly.
Oh. All right, Mr. Malaro, Mr. Bayanetto, let me grab his files. So in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Ricardo Anthony Garcia, we have 3 files, 21-20525 FH, 21-20575 FH. I'm gonna assume those are violation files. And then 25-22232 FH and 25-22233 FH. Those are new files. So I have Salvatore Malaro appearing on behalf of Mr. Garcia, and I have Alexander Bayanetto appearing on behalf of the people. Mr. Malaro was able to verify he was approved for recovery court. So, Mr. Malaro, how do you wish to proceed with Mr. Garcia? No, we don't have audio. Your mic's gotta like kick in or something.
Can you hear me
No.
now?
Yes, I can hear you now. You need to use
Okay.
some hair for men in that mustache.
Your
Just for
Honor.
men.
Well, at least, never mind.
I got a really close shot of your mustache. I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So, Judge, if I could have a brief breakout with Mr. Garcia to cover the details of the plea, I think we can move forward on this.
Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
I've been treated
Anyway.
worse. Most recently in a breakout, so.
Yeah, all right. So Mr. Garcia and Mr. Malaro, I am going to pop you into a breakout room and give you a moment to chat.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah. Step on the bench for a minute.
At least he didn't have any crumbs on his mustache.
Yeah, at least I didn't have any crumbs. Yeah.
Judge.
Beforehand. I mean, we tie our hair. He can tie his mustache.
That's true.
Sandy didn't know what to say.
No. I was yelled at, Mr. Malauulu, so just so you know, this isn't my real color and a lot of this isn't even my real hair, so that way we're on even playing ground, all right?
I can't imagine anyone would yell at you, Your Honor.
It was Miss Spade. She was like, how dare you? He just talked about how nice you were to him and look what you did and you should be ashamed of yourself. She did raise me, so she has the right to talk to me that way.
Judge, I have 4 daughters. There's not much that can be done to me.
I know, I'm so sorry. All right, so how do you want to proceed with Mr. Garcia?
Your Honor, I believe we do have a plea agreement.
Okay.
Mr. Garcia is going to plead to count 1, R&O. There's a count 2, R&O that's going to be dismissed. There's also a count 3 retail fraud misdemeanor that was down below what I could look at. And it's my understanding all the property was recovered from Meyer.
Okay, so you're not, hold on a second. So on file number 25-22233FH, let's go by file number so I don't get confused. He's gonna plead guilty to count 1, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. There is a retail fraud 3rd degree as count 3, which is the 93 days. Is he pleading to that too?
Well, it'd be my expectation, since we didn't have any formal discussions, that it be dismissed as all the property was recovered.
All right, so count 2 and count 3 are gonna be dismissed as well as the habitual offender.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. And then he has another 25 file, which is file number 25-22232FH. What is he gonna do on this file? It's a larceny in a building and a 4th offense notice.
Your Honor, I believe in conjunction with the other file, upon the restitution of $450, that charge would be dismissed.
Is that correct, Mr. Bandano?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna order restitution of $450 on file number 25-22233. And count, and the new file, the other file 25-22232 will be dismissed at the time of sentencing, but if he doesn't pay the restitution, they can reinstate that file. Is that correct?
Something like that.
Okay, okay. And then is your client going to plead to the, let me go back to the older files. He has, somewhere back here. He has a violation of probation on his older files. And that is alleging that he violated the terms of his probation by failing to report on, let's see. He changed his trying to read this, but he violated the terms of his probation. He was supposed to change his address with them within 24 hours and he failed to do so on March 11 of 25 when he changed his address. And the second one is that he failed to report as required and failed to report anytime after March 19 of 25. So that's on both of the 21 files. Is he going to be pleading to those violation of probation files?
Yes, he will.
Okay, all right, so let's.
And then, Your Honor, this all revolves around Mr. Garcia entering and successfully completing recovery court.
So, all right. All right, and this is Miss Holly Sarateski file. So, all right, so Mr. Garcia, I want to raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you've heard the statement of your attorney and the prosecuting attorney on file number 25-22233FH. Is it your intention to plead guilty to count 1, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing, which carries a maximum penalty of up to 2 years in prison and or a $2,000 fine. So is it your intention to plead guilty to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that the charges on file number 25-22232 will be dismissed at the time of sentencing, but the restitution owed on that file would be paid on the file you're pleading to? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And that if you fail to pay that restitution, those charges could be reinstated on that other file. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, count 2 and count 3, as well as the habitual offender, is going to be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are you satisfied with Mr. Malara as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, is it your intention also to plead guilty on the file number 21-20575FC and 21-20525FH, which are violation of probation files? So is it your intention to plead guilty to failure to change your address on March 11 of 25, as well as failure to report on February 3rd of 2000, or I'm sorry, March 19 of 2025, or any time thereafter? Is it your intention to plead to those violation of probations?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, on file number 21-20575FC, that's home invasion second degree. I will tell you that the maximum penalty for that, if you were to plead or be found guilty, could be up to 15 years in prison. And on file number 21-20525FH, that could be up to 2 years in prison. But part of the plea is that you enter and complete the recovery court program. So you understand that you're not looking at a prison term at the time of sentencing, but if you violate, you could be. Again, do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So neither the defendant nor anyone on the defendant's behalf has discussed a possible sentence with the court. Is that correct, Mr. Malaro?
Can you hear me? Of course
I can
not.
hear you. Thank you. Is that correct?
Did you hear me now?
Yes. Can
Yes,
you hear
that
me?
is correct. Yeah, I can
Okay,
hear you.
Mr. Bayonetto, is that correct?
It is, Your Honor.
Do you ever notice the prosecutors never have that problem and it's only the public defender laptops?
It's because IT does not like me.
All right. So, and is that correct as far as you're aware, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Chad Marvin's in jail. Hold on one second. Chad Marvin's in jail. Do you want to Zoom with them?
I go back to my office, is that what you're saying?
Or the back room if you have a laptop. No, Miss Adams, could you call the jail and let them know we're ready for Chad Marvin too?
Okay.
All right. So, Mr. Garcia, if a guilty plea is accepted, there will be no trial. This means that you will be giving up rights you would have had at trial. I'm going to explain those rights to you now to make sure that you understand them. You have a right to a speedy public trial by jury. You may ask for a non-jury trial, and if the prosecutor and court agree, you can have a non-jury trial. You have the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to have the prosecuting attorney prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you are guilty, and you do not have to prove anything. You have the right to be present at trial and have witnesses against you appear at your trial and ask those witnesses questions. You have the right to have the court order any witnesses you have for your defense to appear at the trial. You have the right to remain silent during your trial, not to have your silence used against you. However, you also have the right to testify at your trial if you want to testify. Mr. Garcia, do you understand that if your plea is accepted, you may be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial? Do you understand that, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence pursuant to the pursuant to the plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and Mr. Garcia, on the next one, the law has recently changed. So we've added this as well. So do you understand that if your plea is accepted and you engage in any misconduct as defined in MCR 6.310 between now and sentencing, the court will not be bound by any sentencing agreement or evaluation, and you will not have a right to withdraw your plea. Misconduct is defined to include but is not limited to absconding or failure to appear for sentencing, violating terms of condition on bond, or the terms of any sentencing or plea agreement, or otherwise failing to comply with an order of the court pending sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
If you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a conviction of a crime may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States of America, or denial of naturalization. Do you have any questions about the rights that I've given to you, sir?
No, ma'am.
So we're going to start on the new files, So on file number 25-22233FH, how do you wish to plead to the charge that on or about April 13 of 2025 in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee, that you did commit the offense of police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Okay, now I'm going to move on to the violation of probation files. So on both file number 21-20575FC and 21-20525FH, how do you plead to the charge that you violated the terms of your probation and that you failed to report to the probation department on March 19 of 2025 or any time thereafter? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And how do you plead to the charge that you failed to change your address with your probation or move with the permission of your field agent on March 11 of 2025? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Okay. Has anyone made any threats or promises to you to induce you to plead guilty to these charges?
No, ma'am.
Do you understand if I accept this plea, you will be giving up any and all claims that your plea is given as a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court on the record during this hearing, or that it was not your own choice to enter the plea? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Is the prosecutor or defense counsel aware of any promises or threats or inducements other than the plea bargain to induce the defendant to plead guilty? Mr. Malaro?
No.
Okay. Mr. Bayonetto?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and would you agree with that, Mr. Garcia?
Yes, ma'am, I agree.
All right. Has your attorney promised you any particular sentence other than recovery court or estimated what your sentence will be?
No, ma'am.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Garcia, on April 13th of 2025, we're in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee. I'll say that again.
Me? Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sorry. So Mr. Garcia, yeah. So you were in the city of Adrian in the county of Lenawee on April 13 of 25, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and at some point you came in contact with some Adrian police officers, one specifically Brian Mullen. Were you walking? Were you in a car at your house? When did you come in contact with him?
I was walking.
Okay, and did at some point he try to take you into custody or stop you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so it could be many things. Did you assault or batter or wound or resist, obstruct or oppose or endanger him? So what did you do? Did you run away? Did you punch him, push him? Tell me what you did.
Okay, they flashed their lights. I ran about 50 feet and they were yelling at me to stop, and I stopped. And and I stopped, and I got on the ground and they arrested me there.
Okay, so you ran when they tried to stop you though?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did.
Okay, are you satisfied, Mr. Bayonetto?
Yes, Your Honor.
Accept that plea. It has been, all right, it has been given under, or has the court complied with MCR 6.302 B, C, and D? Mr. Malaro?
I believe the court has done so, yes.
Mr. Bayonetto?
Yes, Your Honor.
I accept the plea. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. The defendant has full knowledge of his rights. He does have competent counsel. So now we're going to move on to your probation violation file. So Mr. Garcia, you were placed on probation, and one of the terms of your probation is that you were ordered to report as often as required. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were supposed to report to the probation department on, let's see, March 19th of 2025. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and did you report that day?
No, ma'am.
All right, and then you changed addresses and or at some point, and so you moved somewhere around March 11 of 25. Did you let Ms. Teskey know that you were moving or you were homeless or whatever the circumstance was?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
Okay, I accept those pleas on both files. It has been given understandably, voluntarily, and accurately. He does have full knowledge of his rights and he does have competent counsel. This court has made no agreement regarding the possibility of a plea or possible sentence in this case with the prosecutor, the defense attorney, the defendant, or anyone acting in the interest of either of them. I'm going to refer this matter to the probation department for a pre-sentence investigation. My sentencing date is July 11 at 8:15 in the morning. Are you available that day, Mr. Malaro?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so we'll set sentencing for July 11 at 8:15. Mr. Garcia, do you want to appear in person or do you want to appear via Zoom?
Zoom would be fine.
Okay, so we'll do that Zoom. So Mr. Garcia, Ms. Teskey is getting, and you've already been screened for recovery court, but Ms. Teskey is going to come over and meet with you. She'll prepare a new pre-sentence report. When you meet with her, be truthful about your background, the events that occurred. We'll get that report to Mr. Malaro, who will review that with you in advance of sentencing. So, Mr. Garcia, because you've expressed an interest in recovery court, it is very important that you are brutally honest with Ms. Teskey about any addiction issues you have. Because at this point going forward, there's going to be possibly an inpatient program, possibly outpatient, but there's going to be a lot of wraparound services that are individualized to your needs. Right? So counseling, therapy, substance abuse, whatever. So just understand it's a great program. We have a really high success rate. I'm very proud of it. The women and men that you'll be working with are absolutely amazing. And it's far different than being on probation, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then we will see you back on July 11 at 8:30 in the, or July 11 at 8:15 in the morning. Anything else, Mr. Malaro?
No, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
All right, your bond's continued. Thank you. We'll see you soon,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Garcia.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, so Mr. Malaro. Cross. Okay, so do not have Chad Marvin. I'm waiting for him right now. So waive Dustin Evans, you waive, Daniel Pardee was waived. Mr. Malaro, I believe that's all I have with you.
All right, Judge. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
You know, Darren's birthday is next Monday, right? Darren Coast's birthday is Monday. Darren Coast's birthday is the 26th. It says May 26th, 7 a.m.
He's and Michael Garrett both have the same. One of the chances.
Oh. Maybe they celebrate together. All right, so I just have you, Mr. Fry, and Becky, were you able to get a hold of the jail on Mr. Marvin?
I did, Judge.
Awesome, thank you. I think they're bringing them in now.
Thank you.
Oh, this is arraignment too, so. Mr. Marvin, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. This is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Chad Thomas Marvin. File number 25-22259FH. I have Brian Fry appearing on behalf of Mr. Marvin. Oh, I'm sorry, and Isaac Sneed appearing on behalf of the people. This is date time set for arraignment in this matter. Mr. Fry, do you waive the reading of the felony information?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. How do you wish to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. So we would be asking the court to enter a not guilty plea for Mr. Marvin. We'd ask that this case be set for a pretrial. Mr. Marvin already has a case in circuit court. I think there's a pretrial June 4th for that. He actually has a third case that's coming up and it's set for arraignment in circuit court next Wednesday if he doesn't waive that. But eventually we'll want all those cases combined
For June 4?
to be heard at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, so are you doing a written waiver for the next case?
If Mr. Marvin is willing to do that, we will.
So Mr. Marvin, I'm gonna enter a plea of not guilty on this file for you, and I'll set it for pretrial with your other file on June 4th. So if you have another probable cause hearing next week down in district court and that gets waived, I'll also set it for June 4th. Are you gonna waive the prelim next week, or are you recommending?
Yeah, he actually just waived it on Monday, Your Honor, and it's set for an arraignment in circuit court next Wednesday. So if Mr. Marvin's willing to waive that arraignment, we'll just ask for it to be set for the 4th. If not, we'll do the arraignment next week, Wednesday, I guess.
Can you get him to sign that?
Yeah, I'll try to go over there and get him to
Or
sign. Yeah.
do you want me to move them both to next week?
Or either way is fine. I mean, that'd be fine.
Okay, so if you're not gonna be able to see him to get his signature, I can just set them both for next week.
Okay, that'll work.
All right, so Mr. Adams, he has another file. I'm not sure the number of it. Well, do you have the file number on that other one? No.
I don't have it.
I'm gonna set them both over to next Wednesday will be May 28th with his new file. So Mr. Marvin, we'll see you back next week on May 28th on all your files, and I'll have my assistant look up the other file number and make sure that one's moved forward a week too, okay?
Is there any chance of a bond reduction hearing between now and then or anything like that, or?
You wouldn't be able to schedule one by next week, no, because we have to give a certain amount of notice to the prosecutor, so we can address it and he can have a discussion with the prosecutor for next Wednesday. All right,
I think you have a PR bond on these files anyway, Your Honor.
I think you have a PR bond on these. You post a bond on these.
It's actually your district court case that you have a bond on, and we're gonna address that Thursday, Chad.
All right, so you have a bond hearing. Your district court file is the one you have bond on, and they're gonna address that Thursday.
So I have, how much bond what is my bond set at? Do you know? It's set at PR on everything, but the district court case?
I show you posted bond on mine, yeah.
So you have a $20,000 bond on your misdemeanor case for some reason. We're gonna get that addressed on Thursday, Chad.
Okay, thank you. No problem.
All right, thank you, Mr. Marvin. All right, thank you, Mr. Fry.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so the last thing we have is Macy Wilt. We gotta wait for Rhonda Underwood on that one. No, Shannon Heatherly, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Heatherly. So you're all set.
Thanks.
So we'll need Rhonda and Shannon Heatherly, and then we have settlement or bench conference at 10:30. So I'm gonna log off. Mr. Sneed, are you on the bench conference on Summerfield?
No, I don't believe so, Your Honor. So